Hey guys, I know I normally upload on Saturday or Sunday, but today I just thought I'd do a bit of a extra random video. I'm going to be rating anime main characters based on how well I think they would do if they were living in like our world. So let's go over the tiers, I guess. At bottom tier, you got, unalive, that they can't even survive in our world. Next up, you got broke, which, they have no money, they might even be homeless. Then you got getting by, so they're like barely getting by. They have a place to live, maybe they get like 1 meal a day, something like that. Then you got pretty good, they're getting 3 meals a day, they maybe even got a job. Then you got really good, these guys are living it nice, they get food, they've got a place to live, electricity, all that stuff. Then you got rich, they're billionaire, they're doing way better than the average person, maybe even someone like Elon Musk or stuff like that. When they obviously don't have their powers or anything like that, the only thing they keep is their personality. Right, so first up we got Light, and I'm gonna say really good, maybe even rich. I mean, he already lives in a normal world basically, so he should be pretty good at it. I mean, he's super smart, he's a good student, he could probably get a good job. Yeah, Light's doing pretty well. Hinata, probably same. I will say Hinata's a tiny bit dumber than Light, so maybe he would be 1 tier below and pretty good, but he still lives in a normal world, he still knows what it's like. Actually, I'm going to move these guys both up because they literally already live in the normal world and are both doing pretty good. I mean, yeah, Hinata's still in school, so we don't know what he's going to be like when he becomes an adult, but still. After that, we got this guy from Seraph of the End. Sorry about that. We got this guy from Seraph of the End. Where would I put him? I don't really know much about him. I didn't even finish Seraph of the End, I'm pretty sure. So I'll probably just put him in Getting By, yeah. After that we got Naruto, and I'd say he may even be unalive. I mean, I'll go broke for now, but he literally was drinking spoiled milk and didn't even think anything of it. Yeah. I mean, he won't have the Ninetales, so he might be able to make friends, but he's still very loud, very like a troublemaker a bit, so I don't know, I'll say broke. Then after that we got Tanjiro, and I feel like Tanjiro would be pretty good. I know he doesn't know much about like trains, cars, stuff like that, but still in this scenario we assume they've lived in this world for their whole lives. So yeah, Tanjiro, I feel like he could get the job done pretty well. He's a nice guy, yeah. After that, Gon. Well, Gon loves adventure, so that could lead him to some dangerous places. He also can get very angry. We see that with adult Gon. Obviously, he won't be able to turn into adult Gon, but he can still get very angry. I don't know. I feel like Getting By is a good place for Gon. Ed is very smart. Ed, I feel like would do really well. He kind of lives in our world, only there's alchemy and like magic powers basically and stuff. But yeah, I feel like Ed, he can get into a good school, good college, good job, all that stuff. Denji, well, again, Denji kind of lives in a world similar to ours, just with devils, and we see he is not doing good. He's poor, he's digging in the bins for like food and stuff, so yeah, I think I'll say broke. Goku, remember, Goku is not as strong as he is, in his world. Maybe he could become like a bodybuilder and still become quite strong, but yeah, I don't know, Goku's a bit dumb. I don't think he would be able to. I don't know, I feel like he'd be broke. I don't feel like he'd get by well. Luffy, very similar to Goku. He's very dumb, probably won't be able to get a good job. He'd eat a lot of food, which like he might eat the food and not have enough money to replace it. Does that make any sense? Yeah, I think it does. I'm gonna say, you know what, Luffy and Goku, they're just such idiots, and like they're gonna waste money, eat food way too quick. I feel like they might end up dead, to be honest. All-Star's in a very similar camp to these two. I mean, we're assuming he still ends up being really poor, then we should probably put him in the broke category. Yeah, that seems good, since he's a peasant in his own world. He might end up being a bit of a poor person in our world too, who knows. After that we got Yuji, and much like Denji and Ed, he basically lives in our world just with magic powers and cursed energy and stuff. I don't know, I feel like he could get by. I don't feel like he'd do that well at it, but he'd do decent enough. Right, Saitama, I'm gonna say really well, because he is basically already in our world and he was still able to get that powerful, so Saitama's the only one where you could really kind of make a loophole for it, that he still has his powers. You can say I'm just being favoritism, I'm giving him favoritism there, but yeah, I feel like Saitama could do pretty good. Next up we got Scissor 7. I may just put this one in here because more people need to watch Scissor 7, it's really, really good. I mean, he's a hairdresser, so maybe he could do that job. I feel like he could get by pretty good. And last but not least, we've got the guy from Shaman King. I barely know anything about him, so I'll just say get him by well. Yeah, that's my tier list. As I say, just a random video I decided to make. I'll be back to posting on weekends after this. Thanks for watching.